So you want to stop letting other people control your emotions like they've got the remote to your nervous system. One jerk cuts you off in traffic, and suddenly you're a human car alarm, flashing red, spinning in circles, making sounds that concern the neighbours. Someone writes your name wrong on a coffee cup for the third time, and you're building a 20-episode Netflix series in your head about their moral failings. Character arcs, plot twists, a devastating season finale where they realise what they've done, but it's too late for redemption. The wild part, that chemical surge, the adrenaline, the heat in your chest, clears your system in under 5 minutes. But you're still writing the screenplay 3 hours later. The chemical spike fades fast, but it's the story you keep telling yourself that turns a 5-minute inconvenience into an all-day event. Today, you're getting 3 strategies to take the remote back. No meditation apps. No breathing exercises that feel like you're pretending to be a whale. Just moves that work when someone's testing your patience in real time. And yes, it's easier than you think, actually. Why most advice is useless. Most advice sounds like it was written by someone who's never been angry a day in their life. Just let it go. Count to 10. Visualize your chakras aligning with the moon's energy field. Cool. I'll add that to my list right between manifest inner peace and delete every app and move to a monastery with no Wi-Fi. The problem isn't that you can't control your reactions, it's that nobody's told you the actual mechanics. You've been handed vibes and mantras, when what you need is a control panel. Picture this: your boss sends an email that just says, "We need to talk." No context, no timeline, just dread in Arial font. Your brain immediately writes a horror movie. You're spiraling. You're composing a resignation letter. You're Googling how to fake your own death and start over in Belgium. That's what we're fixing, not how to never feel anger. That's impossible and boring. But how to stop handing the wheel to every random thing that irritates you. By the end, you'll get 3 strategies: one that shrinks the surge, one that changes your inner voice, and one that protects your peace without turning you into a hermit. Let's start with the surge and why your microwave is lying to you about emotions. Strategy 1. The microwave rule. You've heard the famous emotions only last 90 seconds thing, right? Half true. The adrenaline, chemical spike that makes your heart race, does clear out of your bloodstream in under 5 minutes. Your body's already trying to calm you down, but the emotion lasts as long as you keep hitting replay. Think of anger like a microwave. The initial beep, that's the adrenaline. It happens. It's done. But if you keep pressing plus 30 seconds by replaying the insult, rehashing what you should have said, imagining what you'll say next time, you're microwaving leftover rage at 3 a.m, wondering why your mouth hurts. What drags anger out isn't chemistry, it's rumination. So the fix targets both, the surge and the story. 3 steps. Step 1, name it out loud. Just whisper, "I'm noticing anger." Sounds simple, maybe ridiculous. A 2012 UCLA study found that naming your emotion, what researchers call affect labeling, cut amygdala activity in half for people with social anxiety. Your brain scans the barcode, files it under handled, and dials down the alarm. Timing note: this works best when you're really hot. If you're only mildly annoyed and naming it makes you more annoyed, skip to step 2. Step 2. Rewrite the story. Ask yourself, what else could this mean? Not in a gaslight yourself way. In a, what are 3 other explanations way? That email from your boss? Could be they're slammed. Could be they're bad at subject lines. Could be literally anything except the horror movie your brain is screening. Research on cognitive reappraisal from Stanford shows it engages prefrontal control regions and reduces amygdala reactivity. Same situation, different narrator, different day. Step 3, take 90 seconds. If your heart's doing cardio without your permission, walk it off. Even 90 to 120 seconds of movement helps your prefrontal cortex come back online. If you're really flooded, voice shaking, vision narrowing, contemplating crimes, you need 20 minutes. We'll cover that in strategy 3. Quick sidebar, you know that famous line? Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose. Usually credited to Viktor Frankl, the psychiatrist who survived concentration camps and wrote Man's Search for Meaning. Beautiful quote. One problem. The Viktor Frankl Institute says there's no record of him saying it. But the idea still works. The space exists. We just have to build it ourselves. Name it, rewrite it, walk it off. If this is landing, hit like. It tells YouTube to show this to people who need it, instead of people who are already suspiciously well adjusted. Subscribe for weekly videos that explain confusing life stuff without the self-help guru nonsense. All right, back to the goods. Strategy 2, The coach you system. Picture this. You're texting someone. They say something that spikes your blood pressure. You're about to type a paragraph that will destroy them. It's eloquent, devastating. Future historians will study it. And then you remember, tomorrow, you have to deal with the fallout. Tomorrow, you would really prefer to not be known as the person who sent that text. That's where this strategy lives. Imagine a tiny version of you wearing a whistle and a cardigan. That's coach you. When chaos you wants to do something regrettable, coach you blows the whistle and says, Alex, breathe. We're not doing that. That's a choice that haunts us for weeks. This is actual neuroscience with a funny visual. Switching to distanced self-talk using your name or you instead of I reduces emotional reactivity in real time. A 2012 Michigan State study found that third-person self-talk reduced negative brain activity within 1 second. Repeat, 1 second. And it's easier than white-knuckling through with willpower. A 2019 review of 54 mindfulness studies found that mental distancing, seeing thoughts as events instead of orders, consistently lowers distress and makes you less reactive over time. People think distancing makes you cold. It doesn't. It makes you strategic. Step 1. Say your name, plus what you're feeling. Alex, you're pissed. Makes sense given the situation. You're not denying it. You're acknowledging it from the sideline instead of inside the fire. Like switching from first person to third person camera in a video game. Same scene. Better view. Step 2. Ask what tomorrow you would do. Alex, what's the move tomorrow you would respect? Future you has excellent judgment. Current you is eating chips and contemplating arson. Listen to the one thinking clearly. Step 3. Type the calm version. Draft the response that doesn't burn bridges. The one tomorrow you can live with. Walk away for 10 minutes. Send it if it still feels right. Delete it if the anger was doing the talking. One nuance, anger isn't always the enemy. In negotiations, expressing controlled anger, not yelling, just firm displeasure, can actually improve outcomes. Research by Gerben van Cleef shows strategic anger signals strength in competitive contexts, but only if it's controlled, and only if the other person is listening, instead of dialing security. Well, what's the difference between anger as a tool and anger as a problem? Direction. You're steering it instead of letting it steer you. Cool. You're probably thinking, I can manage me, but what about them? The person texting at 2 a.m, the co-worker who doesn't stop talking, the friend treating you like their unpaid therapist. That's where strategy 3 comes in. Strategy 3. The cardigan bouncer. Boundaries aren't walls. They're gates with a bouncer who's polite, jacked, and wearing a cardigan. He checks a clipboard. No yelling after 9 p.m. No paragraph text without a scheduled time. No, per my last email, essays written in passive-aggressive italics. It's not stonewalling, it's structured emotional traffic control. You're in a conversation that's getting heated, heart pounding, voice going up. You can feel yourself about to say something that will turn this into a multi-day ordeal. When your nervous system floods, your brain processes information like a potato with anxiety. The Gottman Institute studied 130 newlywed couples for 6 years and found that those who used structured 20-minute timeouts during conflict had 31% lower divorce rates. Not 5 minutes, 20. That's how long it takes your body to stop treating conversation like you're being chased by a bear. Here's what that sounds like and why these scripts work. These exist because saying, I need space without context feels like abandonment. But I need 20 minutes and I'll be back at 7:30 gives them a timeline. You're not bailing, you're creating conditions for a better conversation. Script 1. The timeout. I want to hear you. I also know I don't listen well when I'm heated. Let's take 20 minutes and come back to this. I'll be back at 7:30. During the break, walk, drink water, listen to music, not doom scrolling, not drafting your rebuttal in notes. Move your body, let your system reset. Now let's talk empathy versus compassion. You'd think being empathetic, really feeling someone's pain, is always good. Research by Tanya Singer shows empathy for pain can actually increase your distress without helping them. You're drowning together while feeling virtuous. Compassion is different. It's caring for them without drowning with them. Uses different brain circuits. Increases resilience instead of draining it. Script 2. Compassionate support. I care about you and I want to help. Let's do 2 scheduled check-ins this week where we really dive in. On other days, let's do something light. Grab food, go for a walk. You're not abandoning them. You're protecting your ability to show up long term. Script 3. Work boundaries. I want to help. I've got 10 minutes now. Or we can book 30 minutes tomorrow. Which works better? Support plus limit plus option. That formula works everywhere. Bonus 1. The don't start fights on empty rule. 2 quick levers that change how reactive you are before anything happens. Sleep and alcohol. Restricted sleep doesn't just make you tired, it amplifies anger. A 2019 Iowa State study found sleep-deprived people showed 60% more anger dealing with frustrating tasks compared to well-rested people. When you're running on fumes, everything feels like a personal attack. Alcohol narrows your focus and kills impulse control. Terrible when you're already annoyed. Research on alcohol myopia shows it makes you miss social cues and escalate conflicts you normally navigate just fine. So, tough talk coming up? Sleep first. Show up sober. Revolutionary. I know. Bonus 2. The Pattern Spotter Log. Last tool, your personal reactivity cheat sheet. Keep it quick. 6 things. What happened, what you felt in your body, what you labeled it, the story you told yourself, the better story, and what you did. Research on emotion regulation shows people who use reframing recover faster. People who ruminate stay upset longer. Writing it down helps you spot the pattern. Oh, I always assume the worst when someone cancels plans. You're not journaling feelings. You're collecting data, building a playbook, so next time your brain tries to run the same script, you've got a better one ready. You didn't erase emotions. You took the remote back. You stopped letting them, the random person, the rude email, the thoughtless comment, control you. Quick recap. Strategy 1, the microwave rule. Name it. Rewrite the story. Walk it off. Strategy 2, the coach you system. Use your name. Ask what tomorrow you would do. Type the calm version. Strategy 3, the cardigan bouncer. Use timeouts that work. Offer compassion without drowning. Protect capacity with boundaries. Plus the bonus tools. Sleep and sobriety levers and the pattern spotter log. You're not trying to never feel. You're trying to never get dragged into emotional battles that weren't yours, into regret spirals, into saying things that haunt you. That's the difference between reacting and responding. One happens to you, the other happens through you, with intention. If this helped, I'm accepting donations in the form of subscribes. Your clicks keep this channel alive and tell the algorithm to show these videos to people who need them. Next week, another brain-bending mystery made so simple, it's mildly insulting. Once you see it, you'll wonder why no one explained it like this before. See you then. Same stick time, same stick channel.